Hello, fellas and ladies. It is time to. Oh shit. Hello, fellas and ladies. It's officially time for updated Oscar predictions. A lot has changed since I did this in April. I think it was April. It might have been May actually. But anyway, a lot has changed. Next Goal Wins is out. Rustin's out. Poor Things is out, and potentially Killers of the Flower Moon is out. I'm going about this as if Killers of the Flower Moon is out. But obviously it's not confirmed, and if it is truly coming out this year, it's gonna be in. So you'll know where I'm gonna put it if Killers of the Flower Moon is in. But I'm gonna proceed as if it is out because, in my opinion, all signs are pointing to it being out at the current moment. This is going to be the last prediction video before the fall festivals. I will do one after TIFF and potentially NIF if I end up going. I am going to TIFF. Potentially, I am going to NIF. Hopefully, I need to see if I get approved first because I'm not paying for tickets, hotel, and flight. Fuck that. All right, let's just jump into it. Honestly, let's just go. Let's start with Best Picture. Number one, I got The Fabelmans still. I don't know if this is gonna win. It feels too obvious. I mean, it's getting that awesome TIFF premiere, which is definitely good, but also my guess is it's gonna have a bit of a peak too early kind of situation. But also, these are nominations. This is gonna get in, I mean, unless it's terrible, but it's Spielberg, so it's not going to be most likely. Yeah, man, it's Spielberg's childhood. Why the fuck did this not get in? Number two, we got Babylon. A lot of people, are going like, oh, what if it's NC-17? What are we gonna do? All right, sure. If it's NC-17, not great. But like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be blonde NC-17. So I assume this has got to get in. Damien Chazelle, Hollywood, big old cast. Come on. Three, I got Bardo. Not much is known. I just know it's, Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu's film about like a journalist or something. And AGI, man, he gets in. Moving on. Number four, Everything Everywhere All at Once. This just looks secure at this point. Like, I know it's early. Like, you don't want me to go, oh, it's definitely getting in. Fine. But like at this point, like, what's stopping it? Every single hesitation I've had has turned out to be false. So at this point, it has the passion to get in, has the passion to win, if I'm being completely honest. Honestly, that top four, I think you got to have that top four in. If you don't, I question you. Number five, I got Empire of Light. Sam Mendes's movie about good old cinema. I've heard some rough, tough screenings that, make me a little concerned about certain things in the movie. But, Sam Mendes, the cinema, George Deakins, all that shit, I think it'll get in. I mean, Sam Mendes doesn't always get in. He's not like a one of those directors who just makes a movie and he gets in or anything like that. I think he's riding a high right now off of 1917. So yeah, I think he'll be good. I think he'll get in. Number six, I do have Women Talking. Last video, I was a little more hesitant, and there's still some hesitancy here. But honestly, this top 10 is getting a little bit loose, so I am gonna put Women Talking in. I still got some concerns of mine. Maybe the movie's a little bit too dry, or maybe it's a little divisive. But that cast, subject matter, it does, and it's also getting that TIFF premiere, which also Empire of Light is, which is like, what? It's crazy, right? So yeah, I still got some hesitations, but I think it looks pretty good, looks pretty solid. Number seven, I got Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, I've another one that I've conceded on. Man, when I made my review and I was like, dude, you guys are crazy. How do you guys think Top Gun's getting in? Man, it's made more money than anyone could have imagined. Everybody's loving it. It's like, dude, it's on its 12th weekend as filming it. I think it's about to make second place again in its 12th fucking week. That's historic. It's like one of the most highest grossing movies of all time domestically. Like, again, everybody loves it. My thing is, it's an action sequel. We do got some other action sequels in the race, which we're gonna get into. But Top Gun looks pretty solid. I honestly, if I don't buy two action sequels in picture, but considering we have three potentially in the race, if all three of them make a dent, I can buy two in picture. But right now, I don't buy that. Number eight, I have The Whale. I got some concerns about it, but I have it winning Best Actor, so I feel like I gotta put it in picture. Nine, I get The Banshees of Inisherin. A lot of y'all are underestimating this movie. Don't really know why. Number 10, I got She Said. This is a one where I'm a little skeptical about because it doesn't look. It just kind of looks like Spotlight, and it's like, what, we're just gonna carbon copy and it gets in the picture, like maybe because the subject matter is a lot, like it's very present, I guess you could say. Problem is, it doesn't really have a lot of tech potential. Like maybe editing. Well, yeah, you did the Spotlight, to be fair, but that got an editing nod and multiple act nods, and a directing nod, which Here, I don't really see a directing nod. It may be acting and screenplay, but like that's not really a good package. But like, hey, movies have gotten in with worse. Number 11, I have The Son. I know all you guys have it in. To me, I don't know if The Father would have gone in a normal year, and I'm sticking strong with that. And from what I can tell, it doesn't really have the thematics that The Father had. So I don't know. I'm a little concerned about this one. Number 12, I got Triangle of Sadness, the Palm winner. We had a trailer come out recently. I didn't see it because I've heard it's better to go in blind. So I'm going to, and I'm gonna watch that TIFF blind. But it's a satire about the wealthy. It could get in by Robert Ostland. Maybe it's a possibility. Number 13, I got action sequel number, I guess, 2, Avatar: The Way of the Water. And I might as well say number 14, I had Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I think those two movies, like, I don't think they can go. Like, you can make the argument that Top Gun is like a very different movie than Avatar and Black Panther, but like, I think Avatar and Black Panther are like similar enough. Like, they're not the same movie at all, but like they're similar enough. Also, same studio, kind of. Like, one's James Cameron, the other's Ryan Coogler. So like, it's kind of like you got to put Avatar above him. But Avatar, I don't know if it's gonna match the first one, whereas I think Wakanda Forever might. So maybe I should have it reversed. I think it's just too wild to have Black Panther above Avatar. But I think we all kind of watched that Wakanda Forever trailer. I think we all kind of collectively went, why were we underestimating this? Like, realistically, why were we kind of just like, nah? And it does have a bit of a narrative because it's probably gonna pay tribute to Chadwick. So, man, maybe 15. I got the greatest beer run ever. We all have to begrudgingly consider this, especially now that Killers is gone. It's like, what else does Apple really have? The plot doesn't scream confidence, and it's not like Peter Farrelly's like an Oscar, darling now. But hey, either is Florian Zeller, and you can't really say the Sun's a contender, but the greatest beer run isn't. It does seem like a baity, but also kind of weird concept for a movie. We'll find out in a month because I will be seeing this movie at TIFF for sure. Number 16, we got Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. I've heard in the the rumor mill that Netflix is planning on pushing this movie, which is interesting. They seem to think that this movie is going to be better than the original, and I'm like, it's going to be premiering at TIFF, so maybe they are onto something. Maybe they do like this movie. But again, it's like, hey, we got 4 sequels here. Something gotta give. Number 17, I got baseball bat now. Don't know why. Number 17, I'm sticking with Don't Worry, Darling. I'm hearing again in the wormhole that it's looking like it's a little bit more Last Night in Soho than Promised Young Woman, aka it's a masterpiece, but y'all don't fucking understand. But Warner Bros. Doesn't really have anything this year, so if this movie is good, I think it could very well get in. But I'm hearing it's a little polarizing. And also, on that note, I want to very quickly discuss Elvis. It's not in my top 20 because it's not getting in. I just want to get that out of the way. I really think Elvis is a non-starter in Best Picture because it does not have the early in the year passion to sustain hype the whole year. Anyway, moving on. This baseball bat's a bad idea. Number 18, I got Amsterdam. Another movie I feel like we need to begrudgingly consider. Listen, the reason it's so low is because I've heard multiple test screenings are just plain bad. And I don't really care about test screenings, if I'm being completely honest. Like, they don't really mean that much. Like, they don't mean nothing, but they don't mean a lot. And there is a possibility that this movie just gets in anyway. Like, I can't tell if Amsterdam is like, like an inevitability or not. I guess we'll find out soon, but I can't tell. So I'm going to leave it at 18. But like, you have to consider this movie as a possibility. I'm sorry, but you have to. Number 19, I got Bros. This is one of those weird ones that I'm going with, just kind of see if it sticks. But, if Bros lands and she said doesn't, it's like, well, Universal can already get 2 in. So, and if Bros is really good, it does have a narrative. It's being the first ever completely gay rom-com, the studio rom-com, I should mention. If it's, like, again, it's getting that TIFF premiere, so maybe. But also doesn't really have a lot of tech potential. It really is just kind of a screenplay or picture kind of thing, which I guess is possible, but not, not the best, not ideal. And number 20 is where I have Tar. Tar, hasn't been announced for TIFF officially as of when I'm filming this. I don't know, maybe as I'm editing this, because editing takes me days, Tar gets announced for TIFF. But right now, it's going to Venice, going to NIF, and based on some context clues, it does seem like it's going to Telluride as well. Not officially, but like it seems pretty clear. Tar, Todd Field, it's possible. I've heard it's a little Spencery, so that doesn't really incite confidence in me, except for maybe Camp Blanchett and, score. And also screenplay. Todd Field does tend to get screenplay noms. But, like, I don't know. This movie really is Spencer. It's like, why would this get in? We'll find out. We'll find out soon. I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it, if Oscar contender or not. All right, director. Number one, I have Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu at number one. And you should too. Man's won twice in a row. Maybe he doesn't win again, but come on, he's got to get, he's probably going to get nominated again. He's our international nomination, guys. I won't speak in certainty, but it seems pretty clear. 2, Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans. Dare I say more? 3, Damien Chazelle, Babylon. Dare I say more? I guess not. All right. He's no Spielberg. But if it's the Hollywood movie that gets into director every year. Number 4, I got The Daniels, or Everything Everywhere All Once. I mean, it's just such a showy directing movie. I feel like it's got to get a directing nod if it's getting into picture. Everything Everywhere All Once is the most loved movie of the year, so why can't it get a directing nod? Number 5, I got Sarah Polley for Women Talking. I don't really know about this. What I know about the book doesn't really scream director. But, I get it. We need a woman director in there. It adds up. I'll put her in. I'll find out in a month. Number 6, we got James Cameron, Avatar, The Way of the Water. Motherfucker, it's James Cameron. Does he get in without picture? I don't know. I guess it's possible. Because, it does really look like he's pulling something really impressive here. Number 7, I got Sam Mendes, Empire of Light. Once again, it's Sam Mendes dealing with the cinema and shot by Roger Deakins. So, maybe he does get a director. Potentially very easily. But I'm getting Nightmare Alley vibes, and that didn't come close to director. So, moving on. Number 8, we got Robert Ostlund for Triangle of Sadness. Maybe Triangle of Sadness gets into picture and only gets director and screenplay. That's something I've been toying with a lot recently. It's definitely a clear and cut possibility, and it kind of sounds right the more I think about it. I just don't have Triangle of Sadness in picture, so I'm just, I'm not going to put it in director. Number 9, Darren Aronofsky, The Whale. Darren Aronofsky is a named director. The Whale doesn't scream director nom to me. If The Whale's getting into picture, if it's winning actor, I guess it's something I should consider to an extent. Number 10, Martin McDonagh for The Banshees of Inisherin. This looks like, the trailer looks like it has some directorial effort to it. I know he missed 3 billboards, and I don't usually when I hear people like, oh, he didn't get in, but he was close, I'm like, what, he didn't get in though? So why would close matter? I feel like him and another exception I'm going to bring up later, I feel like there are exceptions to that rule for me. But I feel like Martin McDonagh could cross that box. And honestly, I don't really see Banshees being a major contender, but it does look like a very well-directed movie. So number 11, Olivia Wilde, Don't Worry, Darling. Yeah, there's no fucking rumors. Probably not true, if I'm being honest. Actually, from what I hear, they're just plain false. And she's an actor director, but if the movie stands the picture, it looks flashily directed and well made. Number 12, we got Peter Farrelly, Greatest Bear Right Ever. Sorry. Hey, it's a war movie. It's a possibility. You know what I mean? Maybe. And number 13, I got Florian Zeller, The Son. I don't buy this at all. He wasn't even close with the father. And I want y'all to explain to me why the Florian Zeller is above Peter Farrelly. I want you to try and convince me, bitch. All right, let's go on to actor. Number 1, Brendan Fraser, The Whale. Dare I say more? You all knew this was going to be my number 1. Playing a 600-pound man. It's his comeback. Come on. So I filmed this a couple weeks ago, and recently, I guess as I'm filming this, Brendan Fraser won the big TIFF Achievement Award, I guess it is. I don't really know the name, but a pretty big TIFF award. This is pretty big. The last few winners, or Jessica Chastain won last year. Year before that, Anthony Hopkins won. Year before that, Joaquin Phoenix won. Sensing a pattern. So yeah, basically, if you're still betting against Brendan, I'm not saying he's definitely winning, but it's looking really, really good for him right now. Number 2, I got Hugh Jackman for The Son. I mean, he does look pretty likely. The reason I don't have him winning is because I don't really get what he's gonna win because Anthony Hopkins won. It's I don't know enough about the role for me to say he's gonna win, and I don't think somebody else winning, is good enough reason for me. Number 3, I got Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin. I've been banging this drum for months, and I'm seeing some of y'all start to come to my side. To me, it just makes perfect sense. It's all right, we got this overdue beloved actor, let's get in that nomination. And also, if you're gonna sit here and tell me that Hugh Jackman's gonna win because Anthony Hopkins won, Bitch, Frances McDormand and Sam Rockwell won for 3 billboards, so why can't Colin Farrell land a nomination? Number 4, I got Austin Butler for Elvis. I don't really think he's a lock, but at this point, he's probably going to get Critics' Choice. He's definitely getting Globe and SAG. BAFTA, they're a different beast. Honestly, I can't really say, but also you can get in without BAFTA. He is still a no-name. So it does give me cause for concern, especially considering I don't think Elvis is a contender at all. I don't know. But he's playing Elvis Presley. I'm going to put him in. I don't know if he's a lock just yet, but he's looking really solid. I can't tell if he's looking really solid because we haven't seen any of the contenders yet, but he's looking solid right now. Number 5, Daniel Jimenez Cacho for Bardo. I mean, really, the only explanation I have is AGI. He gets his actors nominated. I can move on. Number 6, I got Christian Bale, Amsterdam. I think Amsterdam could not be a thing, and Bale could still get in. Christian Bale, he's a very beloved actor. And David Russell movies, his actors get nominated for it. Yeah, this is a very ensemble. From what I hear, Christian Bale is like kind of the guy. Number 7, Diego Calva, Babylon. I kind of see where this is coming from, but I don't know. I feel like Calva, he might get a little outshined by his co-stars. Number 8, I got Zac Efron, The Greatest Beer Run Ever. I mean, if Greatest Beer Run Ever is a thing, why wouldn't Zac Efron have a chance? Maybe I'm overstepping. Yeah, he's Zac Efron. To me, Efron always landed to me as someone like, hey, given the right role in the right movie, he can get in, no problem. I don't know. Is this the right role? Is this the right movie? We'll have to find out. Number 9, Song Kang-ho for Broker. I'm hearing more and more this isn't really a thing. Number 10, I got Harry Styles from My Policeman. Recently, My Policeman, it was announced that it's going to be receiving a big old award at TIFF. Last recipients of these awards were Anthony Hopkins, Jessica Chastain, Benedict Cumberbatch, Joaquin Phoenix, all people who wound up getting nominated or winning an Oscar. And the director of TIFF was actually singling out Harry Styles for praise. And actually, this time, no one's getting in. It's not just Harry Styles winning, it's the ensemble of My Policeman. So it has made me thinking, are we underestimating this movie? My guess is no. But it's man, why is this winning when you have Brendan Fraser right there? Canada's sweetheart, Brendan Fraser. Number 11, Adam Driver, White Noise. I don't really buy White Noise, but hey, maybe Adam Driver gets it anyway. Best Actress. Number 1, Margot Robbie, Babylon. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking solid. I'm hearing only great things about her. Number 2, Naomi Ackie, I Want to Dance with Somebody. And don't never discount Anthony McCartan to get an acting nomination for the scripts he writes. Number 3, Michelle Yeoh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. This just seemed like it's lining up well for her. She's having herself a phenomenal fucking year. It looks like it's all working out in her favor right now. Number 4, got Olivia Colman, Empire of Light. I am not in the camp where she just gets in for everything now. She's the new Meryl Streep. I don't buy that just yet. But that being said, Empire of Light is looking like a major contender. She's playing a woman with schizophrenia. Yeah, it's looking solid for her. Number 5, I got Cate Blanchett for Tar. Yeah, I mean, again, Todd Field, maybe she's playing composer. Kind of makes sense that she gets in. But this is the same 5 everyone else has. I don't like that. It's too simple. Number 6, I got Regina King for Shirley. Regina King is playing the first ever Black Congresswoman whose name is Shirley Chisholm. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Hey, it's looking like a solid. That could get in. Maybe she does just get in number 1 of these 5. Maybe Blanchett or Coleman take a back seat to Regina King. Number 7, Ana de Armas, Blonde. A lot of y'all have given up on her to, understandable. I get it why. But, to me, it's she's playing Marilyn Monroe. Perhaps it happens anyway. For me, it's really I'm sure she's going to be great, but let's see what that movie, how fucking weird is that movie? Because Kristen Stewart got in for Spencer, so stuff like this is possible, but it's how weird is Blonde? Number 8, you got Zoe Kazan for She Said. I'm going with the assumption that she is lead. I don't really, the trailer doesn't make me go, oh my God, actors are getting in for this. It doesn't really make me think that for She Said, but, maybe she does. It's worth considering. 9, Florence Pugh, Don't Worry, Darling. I don't really think this happens if the movie doesn't happen. If the movie does happen, I think she definitely gets in. If not, Nah. Number 10, I got Danielle Deadweiler for Till. Ah, man, Till. I don't know. That trailer didn't really spark any confidence except for her. And even still, I'm like, is she really gonna get in though? Number 11, I got Jennifer Lawrence for Causeway. I will be watching this at TIFF, and it's playing a woman with, I believe, PTSD. I believe, and it's like, hey, Lawrence is bound to come back eventually. So, hey, maybe this is it. Number 12, Viola Davis, Woman King. I don't know. I don't buy this. I think it's just too much of like an action movie, not so much like a big drama. Let's go on supporting actor number 1. We got Ke Huy Quan. Ke Huy Quan, man. Ever since I saw the movie, I'm like, this just adds up. He makes sense as the Troy Kotzer. He makes sense as the Ye Jung Yun. It just adds up. He's the most lovable aspect of this movie. And that's saying a fucking lot. Number 2, we got Brad Pitt for Babylon. Brad Pitt makes kind of a lot of sense. I don't know if he wins, but I feel like it's pretty safe to say he'll get the nomination. He's supporting, by the way, not lead. Gold Derby. Number 3, we got Seth Rogen for The Fabelmans. I don't know. Something about Rogen is making me feel like it's gotta be him, right? Like if only one actor is getting in, I feel like it's Rogen. Well, sorry, let me clarify. In supporting actor, obviously Michelle Williams is ahead. Dude, he just kind of feels like it's, things are on the up and up for Rogen. He's no longer really, I don't think, considered like the schlubby stoner guy. Well, maybe he is, but like I don't think people are holding him down for that anymore. He's playing little Spielberg's uncle. Yeah, feels like it's his time. And then number 4, I have Paul Dano for The Fabelmans. Paul Dano, it feels like, again, it's kind of like Rogen. It feels like Dano's time, like he's on the up and ups, especially thanks to Batman. Yeah, I think playing Spielberg's daddy. Yeah, it feels right. 5, we got Brendan Gleeson for The Banshees of Inisherin. I really think that Banshees of Inisherin can miss picture, and Gleeson and Farrell will still get into actor. Number 6, I got Zed McGrath for The Son. I'm hearing great things about this little fucker. I mean, he's playing a depressed kiddo. Like, man, that's gotta be a rough performance. Honestly, competition is the only reason why I don't have him in my 5, if I'm being completely honest. Number 7, I got Ben Whishaw for Women Talking. Honestly, last I heard he could actually potentially go in lead actor, which would be, interesting to say the least. I don't know what if he's to the point where he might be a lead actor. It's like, man, maybe he does land that supporting nom if he goes in supporting, of course. Number 8, we got Michael Ward for Empire of Light, not Colin Firth. I've heard Colin Firth is more of a cameo. Michael Ward, I don't know what his role is. I just heard I should, look out for him. Number 9, John David Washington, Amsterdam. If Amsterdam gets in, I do think it's very possible that trio that the movie seems to be focusing on, him, Bale, and Margot, I think they do get in. We'll see. Number 10, Woody Harrelson, Triangle of Sadness. I mean, he's the name associated with Triangle of Sadness. So yeah, maybe he gets it off of name recognition. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet. 11, we got Tobey Maguire for Babylon. I've heard he's playing Charlie Chaplin. So, yeah, he's definitely on a high thanks to No Way Home. But, my guess he's in the movie for a minute. That's my assumption. But hey, maybe that's the best minute of the movie. And then number 12, Russell Crowe for The Greatest Bear Run Ever. I don't know. That kind of feels right. If the movie's a thing, he could get in. Next up, we got Best Supporting Actress. Number 1, Michelle Williams. You all have her at number 1, too. Number 2, we got Sadie Sink for The Whale. Sadie Sink's definitely on a high, thanks to Stranger Things. Playing King Brendan's grief-stricken daughter. So that's got to be a rough role for her. So yeah, I think that she's good. Number 3, Jessie Buckley for Women Talking. Every time I hear about this movie, her name is the one that comes up. And I'm like, really? Out of that ensemble, it's always Buckley. That guy means something, right? Number 4, Vanessa Kirby for The Son. You all know this. I'm a Vanessa Kirby stan myself. I fucking love Vanessa Kirby. And, her in a Florian Zeller movie, let's get her that win. I'm going to assume it's not a winning performance, but a man can dream. Anyway, I think she's going to get in. This looks solid for her. I think The Son is definitely going to get acting nominations, wherever its stance and picture is. Number 5, we got Carey Mulligan for She Said. Carey Mulligan, she's the name associated with She Said. Her and Kazan. Feel like one of them is going to get in if it gets into picture at least. So, I think Mulligan, I don't know. Maybe she goes lead. I feel like she has a bit of a worse shot in lead, but I think she has a really solid shot in supporting. Number 6, I got Laura Dern for The Son. I've heard she's someone to look out for, even potentially more than Vanessa Kirby. but I'm very biased, so I'm keeping Vanessa Kirby in there. Number 7, I got Stephanie Hsu for Everything Everywhere All Once. Feel like that name is popping up more and more recently. People are starting to like her chances. Me too. She's my 7. Clearly, Everything Everywhere All Once, I think is going to do really solid, but I don't think her getting in or her missing, I don't think her missing would be like a sign of weakness or anything like that. It would just show a sign of strength. So I'm not really sure what to make of Stephanie Hsu. I feel like it's a little concerning to me that she only started getting in the conversation now that we have a sense of security in this film. But she's very good. I think she could definitely get in. Number 8, I got Margot Robbie. Maybe she gets double nominated. We don't know. Number 9, we got Hong Chow for The Whale. Hong Chow, I don't know. Something about that. Like, I understand she's more of a name than Sadie. Well, is she? Is she though? Sadie Sink's on The Biggest Show kind of fucking ever. Hard to tell. Hard to tell with Hong Chow. That role doesn't seem as like emotionally like devastating as Sadie Sinks. Number 10, we got Janelle Monáe, Glass Onion. I don't know what it is, but apparently Netflix has some confidence in her. That's what I've heard at least. Maybe she's really good. Maybe she's Maria Bakalova. Y'all thought about that? Number 11, we got Angela Bassett for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Forgot what it was for a second. Honestly, watching that trailer, it's like, well, she does seem to have a pretty big scene, apparently, going to that trailer. And yeah, the trailer, it could have good trailer syndrome, and maybe it's just showing her best scene. But honestly, think about it. Strip away the Marvel context, and you have a move, and this performance is really a character who's a queen, who's son and husband are dead. That could be something. Number 12, we got Jean Smart for Hacks. Number 12, we got Jean Smart for Babylon. I've heard her name come up once or twice, but honestly, my guess is she's really only in like one scene. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like she's more of a cameo than like a fully fledged character. All right, next up, we got original screenplay. Okay, number 1, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm getting rid of the baseball bat. Everything Everywhere All at Once is my number 1 because to me, every original screenplay winner has been like, these big these very showy screenplays with all these big ideas and like all this creativity. So it's like, all right, it's genre bending, it's very creative, it's very like, it plays with the emotions and it makes you laugh. I think it just makes so much sense as a screenplay winner, as is my number 2, The Fablemans. And Spielberg's fucking origin story. Tony Kushner's overdue. I don't really think overdue narratives work when that's all you have. I think there's got to be a little something special about this screenplay, and it's possible. But we'll see. It's possible. Obviously, it could win. Number 3, I got Bardo. Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. He's a former screenplay winner for Birdman, and this is a comedy. So yeah, I think this is definitely going to get a screenplay nom. Number 4, we got Babylon. David Chazelle's movies are like, I feel like everyone always points out the directing, like rightfully so, but it still gets screenplay noms. Well, La La Land and Whiplash did at least. First Man, I don't think they saw. Yeah, Babylon, it's probably gonna get screenplay nom if it gets picture on it. Yeah, that adds up. Number 5, we got Bros. Actually, Bros. It kind of screams like to me like a big sick kind of screenplay nom. It's that really smart rom-com. It's a historic rom-com. I think it's got narrative attached to it. Yeah, I can see a screenplay nom, no question. Number 6, I got Triangle of Sadness. This does kind of read to me as a movie that can potentially be a lone screenplay nom. So yeah, if I'm gonna potentially say it's a picture nomination, I definitely gotta say it's gonna be a screenplay nomination, especially a movie like this, which is apparently very smart, and it's satire. It's so hard predicting when you haven't seen a good chunk of these. I'm sorry. 7, we got Amsterdam. I think Amsterdam can get into picture, and it still wouldn't get screenplay because I think the David O. Russell of it all is still going to be a little like weird. So yeah, I don't really know if I get a screenplay now, but it's a mystery. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's possible. It could get a screenplay nom. Number 8, we got Tar. Todd Field gets screenplay nom. So yeah, it can miss picture and still get this. 9, Don't Worry, Darling. It looks like it's going to be some weird ass shit in this screenplay. So yeah, I can buy it. 10, Empire of Light. I don't really know if this is going to get a screenplay nom. Maybe it doesn't need a screenplay nom. You know what I mean? Maybe it gets in picture without a screenplay nom. But, if I'm going to sit here and say it's getting a picture nom, I got to consider it for screenplay. Number 11, we got Cha Cha Real Smooth. I don't know. This movie's slipping hardcore, but, yeah, I don't know. It feels like a screenplay or bust at this point. Number 12, I got The Menu. Just, it's premiering at TIFF. Maybe it is just one of those really, really good movies. It just gets that lone screenplay nom. I can buy that for The Menu. But yeah, I don't know. From what I hear about the movie, My guess is it's gonna be very good. I don't know, maybe it doesn't get a screenplay nom, but hey, if it's really good, I can see a lone screenplay nom for this movie. Let's go on with the best adapted screenplay. Number one, I got Women Talking. I mean, the movie is literally called Women Talking. It's gonna be a lot of fucking dialogue in this movie. So yeah. Number two, The Banshees of Inisherin, Martin McDonagh. I feel like we all kind of agree, even if it misses picture, it'll probably get that screenplay nom, and I have it in picture. So number three, I got The Whale. The Whale is probably gonna be a pretty screenplay-esque movie. Well, I think it's mainly going to be an actor showcase, but I think it's going to have a pretty decent screenplay. So, yeah, I'll put The Whale in. Four, yeah, She Said. Again, if it's going to be Spotlight, I feel like it's got to get screenplay, especially if it's getting a picture nom going to me. Five, Glass Onion. I mean, I feel like somebody's got to come from that Netflix push that's allegedly getting. If it's like as smart and as creative as the original, then why not? Number six, I have The Sun, which you're probably screaming at me right now. Go like, why is this not in your five? I'm gonna use the same thing with my number seven, The Greatest Beer Run Ever. If you're gonna tell me that The Sun should get in because of Florian Dellen, you gotta fucking put Greatest Beer Run in. Just because he won for the last movie doesn't mean he's getting in for this. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's my six. I buy it. I get it. It's just, I have the other four in picture, and then I was at The Glass Onion or The Sun. Number eight, I got The Batman still. I feel I can see the Batman landing a WGA nod. So yeah, I can definitely see a Batman screenplay nod still. It's a very showy screenplay. It's a detective thriller. So yeah, I can buy it still. Number nine, I got White Noise. Noah Baumbach. Yeah, it's definitely worth considering. But I've heard it's very, very weird. So nah. Number 10, I got Minions: The Rise of Gru. Now you're probably thinking to yourself right now, why isn't it higher? I don't know. I just put Minions there as a joke. I don't really have a 10. Don't yell at me. Why can't I just not be tired? All right, let's go on to best score. Number one, I got Empire of Light. I've got Reznor and Ross back at it again. I think this definitely gets scored on. No question about. Number two, I got Tar. This movie's about a composer. So that kind of makes sense. Number three, I got The Fablemans. John Williams. I mean, a lot of these score noms, I'm just kind of going like, do I have to accept myself? I even mentioned that Tar is composed by Hildegard Dottir. It's just that obvious. Four, I got Babylon, composed by Justin Hurwitz, who obviously doesn't always get in, but we saw was First Man. But Babylon's gonna be a major contender. Probably gonna get Justin Hurwitz nom. Number five, we got Pinocchio. Alexander Desplat seems to be on not the best relationship with the score branch of the Academy. But just hearing that score and the trailer, I'm just like, yeah, that's going in, isn't it? Number six, I got The Batman. Michael Giacchino's score is still at the top of people's brain holes. But if it is gonna be like one of the most talked about scores at the end of the year, it's like, why wouldn't it get in? Honestly, the only reason I don't have it in is because there are only 5 slots. 7, I got Women Talking, Hildegard Dottir once again. I think, Tar's about a composer, so, I feel like it's more likely to get a score nom than Women Talking, but hey, it's possible. Number 8, I got Avatar: The Way of the Water. The first one got in. The first one was composed by James Horner, who I guess is not available this time around. But, I can see this score getting in again, no problem. Number 9, I got Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I believe Ludwig's doing it again, and he won for the first movie, so this is definitely a possibility that it's worth considering. And then number 10, I got The Sun, which is done by Hans Zimmer. I think that's depending on how good the score is, I think that's a picture-only thing, potentially. It's Hans Zimmer. Speaking of Hans Zimmer, number 11, I got Top Gun Maverick. I don't really know if I buy that, but it's also not just Hans Zimmer, it's also Lady Gaga and third person. I guess it's a possibility, but I don't know, something about that score never really been oh, that's a nomination. Because I think it's just kind of Top Gun music with a little bit of that Lady Gaga tilt. All right, best sound. This is a fucking competitive one. Number 1, we got Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick. I think we all kind of know why this is my number 1. We can move on. Number 2, we got Avatar: The Way of the Water. I feel like this has got to get sound nom, even if it misses picture. Number 3, we got Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, it's got some really great sound work. I mean, when was the last time an action movie got nominated for Best Picture and then missed sound? That doesn't sound right to me. Number 4, we got Bardo. I don't really have an explanation behind this. It's just kind of a hunch I'm going off of. There's usually that one weird sound nomination that comes out of a picture nomination, and I don't know. Bardo feels like it could be that one. Number 5, we got All Quiet on the Western Front. Big old war movie that I'm gonna watch at TIFF. It's definitely, yeah, probably a fucking sound contender. And number 6, we got The Batman. Again, we got it's a lot of Grady sound work in that movie. I could definitely buy a sound nod for The Batman, depending on how it does. Even if it could do poorly, and it would still get that sound nod, I think, at least. And then number 7, I got Babylon. Babylon, I don't know what kind of sound work it's gonna have, but you know what? Damien Chazelle movies have each gotten sound nominations and in one case a win. I don't know if it's gonna be as showy as the ones I mentioned because, like I said, it sounds very competitive. And then number 8, I got the greatest beer run ever. It's a war movie. Moving on. Number 9, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I mean, the first movie got both sound nominations, so this could probably get in again. Even without picture, I can buy. Number 10, I got 13 Lives. Like I said in my review, this movie's kind of a non-starter in every category, but I feel like this is its best shot at a nomination because the sound work is really good. It's just like, do I actually buy a nomination? Number 11, I got The Woman King. Again, it's gonna have some glorious battle sequences. At number 13, I got Elvis. Like I said, I don't buy Elvis as a contender, but like, I don't know. I don't buy it in sound either. I feel like sound is something where it's like, hey, maybe it's worth mentioning, but like, not really. 14, I got Don't Worry, Darling. Like, again, this is a only if it gets into picture kind of thing. 15, I got Ambulance. Michael Bay's movies tend to get in for picture, but I don't buy this one. Bombed. Best costume design. Number 1, Babylon. I feel like it's gonna have a lot of very period Hollywood kind of costumes. So like, I think it's like probably is just gonna happen. Maybe it wins. Who knows? Number 2, we got Amsterdam. It has a lot of very period-esque costumes in this movie. So like, it'll probably get a costume nom with or without a Best Picture nomination. Number 3, got Elvis, Catherine Martin. Pretty showy stuff. Maybe it kind of goes down the way that Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocketman missed costumes, where maybe voters are like, well, that's not costume design, that's just what they wore, which is a possibility for Elvis. But my guess is it does get in because they like Catherine Martin. They love costumes in Baz Luhrmann's movies. Number 4, I got Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I mean, the last one won costumes, and it's not Ruthie Carter this time, but like based on the trailer, it looks like it's back to that whole we're going to a different world thing. Number 5, we got Women Talking. Based on the description, it does seem like that kind of period piece where like people are wearing these kind of costumey shit. So yeah, I think you get a costume nod. Number 6, we got The Fablemans. I don't know. That again, that description doesn't scream costumes to me. Like maybe it does, maybe it will have like a bunch of costumey shit, but like it doesn't scream costumes. It's something again. My 6. Number 7, I got Don't Worry, Darling. I mean, look at that motherfucking trailer. It looks like they got a lot of costumey stuff going on, a lot of showy, old-timey costumes going on there. Number 8, I got The Woman King. I feel like it'll have that like a lot of the African tribesmen stuff that looked really, really sick. Again, I don't really know what to make of The Woman King. So number 9, I got Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, look at all the stuff that Stephanie Hsu wears as Joe Buchapaki. Very showy, very like insane, like very psychotic. A lot of shit going down with those costumes, but also it's really just her. So, Number 10, I got Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris is about costumes. Like literally, it's also done by Jenny Beavan, who just won for Cruella. I don't know. It's not like that costumey. So probably not, but like it's about costumes. 11, I got Empire of Light. Maybe it has some costumes in it. I don't know. It's just something I'm throwing out there. Makeup and hairstyling. Number 1, I got The Batman. Look at Colin Farrell. Number 2, I got The Whale. Look at Brendan Fraser. Number 3, I get Elvis. Look at Tom Hanks and Austin Butler. I feel like those three, it's like, they go for the prosthetics. So, it's got to happen. Number 4, I'm going with Thor, Love and Thunder. Looking Christian Bale. It's not as like, oh my God, as the other 3 I mentioned. But, we got a lot going on there with Christian Bale. It can very easily happen, I guess. Number 5, we got All Quiet on the Western Front. Do I have an explanation for it? Kind of. I don't know. Maybe it'll have a lot of prosthetic-y war wounds and shit. I don't like 100% know. Just a gut instinct I'm going off of. Number 6, I got The Woman King. Looks like it's got like some interesting makeup stuff going on there, and especially with the hair, which doesn't always pan out, but like, it's there. And then number 7, I got Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Yeah, the first one missed, but like it's 5 slots this time, so it's a lot more possible. But I need to see it first, see if it has the same level as first. Number 8, I got X, because look at Mia Goth. We all were shocked about that was Mia Goth. I'm a little concerned that'll happen, but maybe like Pearl coming out will help give X a boost. All right, let's go on to best editing. Editing is a weird one. It's like you can't really decipher what's going on here. Like I might as well just show you what my top 13 is, and like you kind of decipher it from there. But yeah, no, this is my 13. It's not like I can't really explain myself for a lot of these. I can explain myself for my top 2. Everything Everywhere All Once. It has a very, very extremely showy editing, and I think it will win. And then you have Top Gun Maverick, which is probably going to win sound. Everything else you can't really decipher. I kind of like put some things around. Like you can kind of be like, all right, I have Avatar at 8. Like maybe I can get in without picture. The son, the father got into editing, but like for a reason. I don't think he's going to be present in the Sun. I know I'm rushing through this one, but again, editing is a very tricky category. There's not a lot you can really put together there, and for a concrete explanation. All right, production design. Number one, I got Avatar: The Way of the Water. The first one won, so why would this one miss? Number two, I got Babylon. Well, I feel like it's gonna have very, very showy production design and that old Hollywood kind of style, similar to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Number three, you got Amsterdam. Like I said with costumes, it looks like that very flashy period kind of stuff. So I have to imagine it's gonna get production design nod. Number four, you got Empire of Light. Again, it's gonna be about the cinema. I feel like my definition of cinema is getting weird every time I say it. I feel like it's gonna have a very showy, production design here, like very flashy and pretty bright and pretty. I don't know. That's my assumption. Number five, we got women talking. Again, kind of what I said with costume. It looks like it's gonna, from what I can decipher from the plot and from what I hear about the book, it might have some period production design going on here. It might I feel like it's all gonna take mainly in place in one room. So that doesn't really elicit the most confidence, but hey, it's worth putting in. Number six, we got the Fablemans. I can see some pretty interesting, old period production design in this movie for sure. Just enough to get in. We'll have to wait and see. Seven, Don't Worry, Darling. Like I said, with it in costumes, which is like something I'm saying a lot in this in this category. It does look like it has that old timey kind of style to it, and I like that about it. Maybe again, I don't really know what Don't Worry Darling can do without a picture nomination. I don't. I can say whatever I want about Elvis, but I can buy some things without picture nom. Number eight, I got Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Again, it's like one production design for the first one. I don't know. I should have this above Don't Worry Darling, shouldn't I? I should have this in my five, shouldn't I? Again, a lot of these I'm just like, well, there are only 5 slots. What am I supposed to fucking do? Number 9, I get Elvis. I mean, yeah, Catherine Martin, but also the production design in this movie didn't scream nomination to me. At least not in the way that the costumes did. And yeah, it's enough where I can consider the possibility, but not enough for me to put it in. Number 10, Bardo. Again, I don't really know much about it, but I can sense some stuff with Bardo that it could have some pretty flashy stuff in its technical aspects. Number 11, I get Everything Everywhere All at Once. Really mainly for that place where the bagel is in the movie. Not really for anything else. And The Woman King looks like it's got some some interesting production design in it. And lastly, we got visual effects. Number 1, Avatar: The Way of the Water. Hot take, I know. Number 2, I got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, we didn't love this one as much, but it still got some flashy VFX, and Doctor Strange movies tend to get in. So, probably gonna get in here as well. Number 3, the Batman. Visual effects in this movie kind of feel to me like that No Time to Die kind of nom. It's not all in your face, but it is there, especially in the third act. So yeah, I definitely think the Batman's gonna get a VFX nod. Number 4, yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once. It has that narrative where it's oh my, only 7 people worked on this VFX. That's crazy. And it's very well, it's great VFX. And again, if it's getting a picture nom, then why wouldn't it get VFX? Number 5, we got Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I know you're probably well, the first one didn't get in, and that's totally justifiable. I think it's because the VFX in the third act of that movie was pretty dog shit. Whereas this time, I'm not sensing obviously it could. Let's see it first before I make that kind of brash assumption. But I don't know. The vibe I'm getting is it's not going to be totally VFX heavy. And then number 6, I got Nope. I don't know if I buy this, but VFX is kind of weak this year. So maybe. And 7, I got Top Gun Maverick. I know you guys probably have it higher, but to me, Top Gun Maverick screams less like No Time to Die and more like Dunkirk, where the main focus of its advertisement is how much practical effects is in it, which is awesome, but it doesn't really blend well for a VFX nomination. Number 8, I got Thor: Love and Thunder. I mean, many people have correctly so pointed out that the VFX in this movie is kind of weak. So I don't know if I buy that. But hey, maybe. Again, VFX is kind of weak this year. Number 9, I got Pinocchio. It's Kubo and the Two Strings got in. So maybe that could be a kind of similar kind of thing. I don't know. Number 10, Black Adam. Why not? All right, that is everything. I'm not going to do animation international documentary yet because I just don't have enough knowledge about those yet to predict them. I don't want to give faux predictions. I'm not going to do those just yet. But hey, those are my predictions. I'm gonna do it again after the festivals are done. Please subscribe for those and share. And that's everything. I'm done making this video now.